Aha! This is it. This is where I start talking. Okay, so I guess this is where I will just be talking whenever I go on walks or whatever. Just roaming around town because I can't be at home, especially after being inside for 6 months and stuff. After this whole COVID-19 stuff has been going on, it really sucks. It really killed my social life. Not that I have one, but it's a good excuse. So here I am, down in Litchfield Park, waiting to glack some mofos. I know it's already a pretty awkward start, but I'm shooting things out of the top of my head right now, and it's tricky, honestly, because I'm not good at improv or thinking of stuff on the spot. I do think of myself as a creative person, but not that creative. Imagine being in a conversation with someone and just not knowing what to say. I despise those confrontations. Like being in a group, like at a group assignment for school, and you're paired up with someone who you're not gonna get along with. So you look at each other like, hey, so what's going on? So moving on. This week has been a blast, and by that I mean it sucked. Probably one of the most boringest weeks I've had ever. It really sucks to be inside the house, but this is probably the highest point of my week. It is Friday, June 12th, 2020. 2020 years since Jesus has discovered America. I bet you haven't heard that one before. And it is a great summer night. It is absolutely beautiful out here. It is 88 degrees. Can you believe that? That's almost 89 degrees. And a lot can happen when a degree changes. I've been hearing that people have been spontaneously combusting around the area, so that's a whole big deal. And it's bad enough that we've been dying from a virus. Yeah. I always psych myself out whenever I start talking, because I know that I'm gonna hit a breaking point. I'm gonna be like, oh damn, I don't know what else to say. So here I am trying to experiment with this whole podcast like thing just by talking and saying whatever. And it's hard to do that when there's not a lot going on, because the stuff around us really drives us. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Man, this is crazy. Alright, so this is something that I'm trying out, and I'm really hoping that I can actually get the hang of this, so I can actually start forming sentences better and just making better conversation with myself. Because I thought it would be a lot easier, honestly. But I guess as I'm walking around right now, it'll help my mind race a little more and actually dig deeper into the stuff that I would like to talk about, or I would just like to put out there, because there are a lot of ideas that are going on in my head right now. Like this, for example. I was totally stoked putting together a YouTube channel and to pretty much just just create content, because that's something that I'm really good at doing. As I said before, I'm a creative person, and I I draw a lot, I write a lot, and I really just like to make my own stuff and just see what sticks. If people like it, then I will put out more of that. But as of right now, I'm still kind of playing with this right now. Because even when I'm editing my videos, I'm still playing with the little video editing software that I have. Because I'm still learning. And I want to take this trip with whoever will support me in this. Because I'm still learning. And that's fine, you know? Everyone is always learning throughout their entire lifetime. You can be 100 years old and you can still be learning. Yeah? I mean, there's never a point in your life where you just don't stop thinking and just educating yourself on anything. Because even being by yourself, you'll still have time to reflect on your experiences and think about just yourself in general. That's what I've been doing ever since this whole COVID-19 thing started breaking out. I've been kind of reflecting on myself and thinking about what kind of person I've been and how I've not always been the best person or the best friend to people. And I would like to change that. I've said that multiple times, or at least that's what it sounds like, or that's what it feels like. But I'm really confident that this will change something in me, something that will trigger something in me. And it'll just help me become a better person. I'm really talking myself in circles right now, but yeah, I'm totally psyched. But yeah, like I was saying, you're always learning. It's always non-stop learning, whether it be about yourself, about life in general, or just the things around you. And that's what I've been doing for the past few months. Learning about myself, learning about how I could change, what I could do with my time, and just how I've gotten to this point in my life where I've decided where I have to create content and just put myself out there to feel more included, I guess. Because I always felt like I was kind of excluded from a sort of group growing up. Man, I don't want to start at the beginning of time, but I can give some examples or some so beginning of high school, I was always kind of a weird kid. I had really long hair and I had really obscure tastes in music and entertainment in general. I was just a very, very strange guy, honestly. And I resent myself for that, because being part of that strange group, that strange kind of clique I guess I was in, I was always sort of an outcast. I mean, I was always a great people person and all, but you know, that could only get me so far, and what kind of group I actually wanted to be in. I always saw myself as a weird person after seeing how I was at the beginning of the year. And yeah, I had a lot of time to reflect on myself and actually think about who I am and what I just could be doing and everything. And I'm I'm glad that I changed, honestly. But I'm not done changing at all, because there's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, and I do feel like that I need to change to become a better person and everything. Because like I said, there's always non-stop change, non-stop learning and everything. And yeah. Sorry, I seem so out of focus right now. It's because there's this car circling around the area that I was parked in, and I felt like that I might have gotten towed. I really should not have, especially in this public area. I mean, if they're really gonna push curfew on us like that, like it's even curfew. It's not even that late. It's only 11 p.m. Again, my car is black, so I can barely see it from here. And it's actually pretty dark out. I think it's there. I see it. If it's there, I'm gonna get out of here because I really don't want to risk anything. If they didn't tow my car back at Skyline, then I seriously doubt they should have towed it here. Man. I think we're good. Sorry about that. I'm totally just paranoid about this. But yeah, this was a little introduction that I made for this little channel that I'm going to be starting up. And I'd really like to hear some feedback. I know I'm always asking for feedback. Growing up, I used to care too much about the people I grew up around. I really cared too much about how people saw me and everything, and that sort of made me an insecure person, you know. I'm working on that. I'm still learning, still changing and everything. And I would not mind some feedback, whether it be positive or constructive. I would really like to hear what anyone has to say, just so I can put things in the right place, because this is something I really would like to work on, and I'm really excited to see where it goes, because I'm very positive, I'm very COVID-19 positive that this will bring something good to the table. And I know this was a very short little episode that I put together last minute. I was not planning on doing this, but here I am talking just to, figure things out. Like I said, I'm experimenting with this, and I'm excited. I really am. So yeah, maybe this will be a longer episode next time. But for now, thank you very much for listening. I greatly appreciate it. And go Dodgers.